Y'all want to know something? After watching the NFL today, this video is not about the Panthers. Apparently, we're on our bye week. I'm not talking about them today. I want to talk about my official playoff predictions and my thoughts on today's games. All right, let's start off with the 1 o'clock game that I seen earlier, which was the Saints and the Redskins. I give the Saints credit when credit is due. They came back and Drew Brees played his butt off. I don't know who that running back is, number 41, but that boy can play. Like I can say that he can run the ball. He can be actually considered for Rookie of the Year. I'm dead serious. He can ball, but the Redskins lost that game. New Orleans didn't win that game. The Redskins lost that game. They was beating up on New Orleans like the whole game. But New Orleans came back. They came back. So the Redskins, they not making the playoffs. I'm just going to go on and tell you right now. That it's impossible that they're going to make the playoffs because, for one, they playing in a division where the Eagles is the division leader. And for two, they're not going to get a wild card because with Carolina and the Saints going neck and neck, and then you got the Seattle, and then you got the Rams. So I'm just going to tell y'all right now, the Redskins will not make the playoffs. I'm telling you this. I'm not going to try to be, like pessimistic towards any teams, but I'm going to call it like I see it, and I'm being a realist. They will not make the playoffs. I'm telling you that right now. As far as the Panthers and Saints, you know what? I'm not even going to call that one yet because I was actually going for the Redskins to beat them. Like when they was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's going to come down to, I'm going to call that one in a couple of weeks. I'm just not all the way sold on the Saints yet. Even though I like that rookie and they've been running the ball where they ran over well over 100 yards today. But I'm still not sold on the Saints because the Saints, I'm not sold on them. I'm sold on Drew Brees. I'm not sold on the Saints as a collective unit. I'm still not sold on the Saints. But I think they're going to the playoffs, but I'm talking about as far as winning the division. So I'm going to leave that one up for grabs. Because Carolina, we're going to figure out what we got going on next couple weeks. Get Greg Olsen back, play the Jets. We're going to figure it out. We got to win. We only can afford to have, in the NFC South, even to grab the title, they only can, either the Carolina or the Saints, we can't afford to have no more than maybe 2 losses at the most. We can't afford it. We only can lose 2 more games. And that's it. We can't lose really no more games. So let's see. In the NFC, we got Philly, which just won. They just beat the Cowboys. Oh, let me talk about the Cowboys real quick. Y'all Cowboy fans, y'all are pathetic, bro. Like I just looked at this game, bro. Dak could not throw the ball down. He couldn't throw the ball down the field. He couldn't do nothing. On that, well, you gotta give the Philly defense credit. I gotta give them credit. Philly defense, they play lights out. But Dallas, y'all not going to the playoffs. Y'all not going to the playoffs either. It's the same thing I said about the Redskins. Dallas, y'all will not make the playoffs. With this loss, that kind of solidified it. Y'all won't be making the playoffs this year. So, I'm just keeping it all the way banned. Dallas is not going to the playoffs this year. And I like Dak Prescott. But I hate Dallas fans. Y'all Dallas fans get on my nerves. Okay, so you got Philly in the NFC East. You got Minnesota in the NFC North. New Orleans, these are division leaders. New Orleans in the NFC South, and then you got in the NFC East, you got NFC West, you got the Rams. And then for the wild card spots right now, you got Seattle Carr, which is Carolina. So, do I see Philly? Philly probably go keep that spot, and Minnesota go keep that spot, realistically. Because the way the Minnesota defense playing, I don't really see nobody in their division really coming for them. The Lions maybe, but no, I don't think so. Now with that the Rams in Seattle, that's kind of like a situation like us in New Orleans. You don't know. It's gonna come down to the last game for the NOC. The NOC is so tight this year. It's like the teams like Dallas that's outside looking in, like the Washington, they could go in the AFC and be balling. But not in the NFC. Not in the NFC. Because the NFC is tight. Like, I'm thinking, like, Atlanta, that's on the outside looking in, you could almost win 10 games this year and not make the playoffs. That's crazy to me. That's really crazy to me. Looking at the AFC, you got the Steelers, of course. You got the Patriots. The Jazz, they surprised me. Because I ain't gonna lie. I've been hearing a lot about these Jaguars. A lot about their defense. But they gonna make the playoffs because of the weak division that they in. It's going to be them or the Titans. I ain't going to say they go take their division because you still got Marcus Mariota and DeMarco Murray on the Titans. So it's going to be the Jazz situation that's kind of like the Carolina New Orleans situation. It can either be the Titans can take it or they go get the wild card. It's going to be flip-flop. And then you got, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the Patriots, of course. They're going to be there every year. And then, you know, another team I want to talk about, like I said, I talk a lot about Kansas City. How they been playing well. What the heck's been going on with them for the past couple of weeks? Because I don't know what's been going on. Like they didn't lost they only won one game of their last 4. So they started off hot, but they got to get their motivation back. They really do. But the ALC just so weak this year, man. It's just like. I mean, I know injuries got a part to do with it. Like, you know, Andrew Luck out. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the ALC's so weak. Like, the ALC ain't really interesting to me because it's predictable. The Steelers and the Patriots, they're going to be in the ALC championship game. Like, I'm calling this now. It's so predictable. Now, the NFC, no, that's not predictable. Anybody can come out the NFC. I'm going to go in and tell you that right now. But like I said, back to New Orleans. They've been running the ball, so. And like I said, Kirk Cousins, he exploited some of the New Orleans secondary. Wide open passes. So, but if they run the ball, let's see if they can run the ball when they get real cold, though. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, they played in a dome. A warm dome. When the environment is controlled, you can control the temperature. We play outside. Y'all see New Orleans, they are a carpet team. We play outside, exposed to the elements. You know what I'm saying? So I can't predict who gonna win the South right now. I can't predict that because despite me talking my little smack about New Orleans, they still a division opponent. And I can't really call it right now. We both will be in the playoffs. I know that for a pure fact. Atlanta's not making it. Unless Atlanta won't make it. It's just one of them years for Atlanta. Super Bowl hangover. It's just one of them years. Super Bowl hangover. Atlanta won't make it. So, this is the way I feel. NFC pretty much stay the same. It's going to be a couple spots that's going to be switched up. Like with Philly go win a division. Minnesota go win a division. It's going to be between Carolina and New Orleans about that 3rd seed and that 6th seed. It's going to be either or. The Rams go in the Rams too. The Rams in Seattle. We pretty much got who's going to be in the playoffs in the NFC. And now it's just all about the seeding. So, I don't see nothing really too much changing in the NFC. But the AFC, Steelers, Patriots, they're going to the championship. The Jags, I'm sorry. Somebody that's in the playoffs in the AFC race right now, not going to make it. Because the way I've been seeing Phillip Rivers, he been playing good. So he probably could come take the Chiefs spot or something. Like they on that, in the Ravens. So NFC predictable, AFC not, because it's one of these things that's on this list I got that ain't gonna make it. So you know what I'm saying. This is my thoughts on like today's games. You know, it's always a horrible day when you can't see the Panthers play. You know, but Well, I wasn't really impressed. I was impressed by Philly defense. And the way New Orleans came back, I was impressed, but I kind of feel like Washington kind of lost that game. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really impressed. I wasn't really impressed today by watching none of the games. Dallas got their butts beat. And, let me talk about that game briefly real quick. Okay, so during the first half, they was neutralizing Philly. They neutralized them. They wasn't, coming out the deck or nothing. They was making plays, but just that second half, they took off. They took off. They made them halftime adjustments. They took off. And I thought they had a chance to win it. Philly kicker is out. I'm like, okay, Dallas can actually, probably win this game. And this was the game that put Dallas out of the playoffs. If they would have won this game, I would have been having a whole different conversation. I would have been like, Dallas can make some noise. We're coming for a wild card, but I can't say that now. Because Philly kicked y'all butt in the second half. They going for 2-point conversion. They converted like all of them. Doesn't make no sense. Dak couldn't throw the ball down the field. They did run the ball. Alfred Morris did run that ball. But I can go play running back for the Cowboys. That's the best offensive line in football. And guess who they had? Guess who they had on the line today? Your boy, my man, Brian Bell. They had my man on the line today, former Panther. And he played like doo-doo. That's why we got rid of him. I ain't know Brian Bell was still in the league. They like, Brian Bell. I'm like, you talking about the Brian Bell that played for the Panthers? yeah, okay. Good luck. If Brian Bell can't play no tackle, move him to guard. I ain't saying he don't belong in the NFL, but not as no tackle. Move him to guard. Something. He's a horrible tackle. But but they did run the ball though. They ran the ball for over 100 yards. But that couldn't throw the ball. And then see what was the problem is they got into a bond when they had to throw the ball because the Philadelphia Eagles had a lead. So that's making the Dallas Cowboys one-dimensional. And when you got Philly defense, when you got Fletcher Cox, when you got all those boys coming at you, it ain't too much. I don't care if you got the best offensive line in football or nothing. It ain't too much you're going to be holding on that defense. They going to eventually get there. You know what I'm saying? So they neutralized them. Basically, the Cowboys neutralized the Eagles in the first half, and then the Eagles neutralized the Cowboys in the second half because they made them one-dimensional. And when you one-dimensional and you kind of, what you going to do is kind of predict it, and they know what you're going to do, you're a one-trick horse. And guess what? Now they prepared for it. All you gotta do is pin your ears back. Get ready for the pass. And they still bought the pressure and got to them. So, this is just like my thoughts, playoff predictions, thoughts on the game, all that. Big shout out to my cousin Terry, though. You told me to talk about something else? I talked about something else. And more content will become available. Go ahead and hit that like and hit that subscribe button, man. I'm out.